Welcome to Play Radio. You are about to witness something very, very, very interesting. So we got Big Jungle coming in, and he's an artist. He's an amazing artist. So I can't wait to actually, talk to you guys about what he's bringing to the table. So there's so much I want you to know about him. First of all, he's an artist. He's very big in Atlanta. He does amazing shows. I actually met him at an event. So it's been great. I can't complain. Working, putting things together and, just building that strong lifestyle. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely going to reach out to him, and he's about to come in very, very soon. So I'm looking forward to actually, building this connection with him. So log into your Zoom. Yeah. So it's going to be good right now. Okay. So I want to, oh yeah, this is going to be dope. Okay, so now I'm live. Now I'm popping. Now I'm doing the thing. I'm doing the damn thing. So first of all, thank you for joining Play Radio. Right now, we're about to have an amazing show. We got somebody called Big Jungle coming in. And I met this guy actually at an event. And this was sometime last year when I was supposed to perform. Actually, I was going to perform, but I didn't want to. So I ended up not doing anything and just watching. And besides, I was like 10 minutes to the end of the show. But he was in the back. And I was like, yo, come through. Let's make something happen, because I could see he was passionate about what he does. And I was like, you never know who you're meeting. So fast forward a year later, now we're actually having a great conversation about music, career goals, and I'm excited to see what this guy has in store, because, guys, I'm talking about a big artist. Like, he's big in size, and then he's also like great with his content, So I think this is a time, and yes, Lady Dacity is in the building. Hello. This is a great time for everybody to key in and just be part of this great association, because right now I think what I want to talk about in today's segment is specifically talking towards artistry, goals, and just people who are doing amazing in the city of Atlanta. Because right now, everybody's trying to look for an artist to work with, or trying to be, the next big thing. But most importantly, people don't realize that it takes time to actually build this success. So I'm in the process of waiting for this guy to get on board, and I actually contacted him, and I told him, okay, he's scheduled something, so let's have a 6:00 appointment. And as I'm speaking to you, I'm on actually two platforms. I'm on Instagram Live, and I'm also on the Zoom call waiting for him to get in. So I'm hoping that he can get in any time soon. Everybody's busy, so I can't really figure out for the life of me. But, it's your boy Flav Beats, and I'm definitely in here trying to keep you guys entertained, because there's so much that I want to let you know about the business and about the goals. And oh yeah, Diddy Shoes is in here too. So hello, Diddy Shoes. And it's gonna get really exciting, because I think, first of all, let me actually say this, because I'm live right now. We did have a live webinar that went well, but halfway through there was some technical difficulties which were beyond my control. But I've been able to come up with a contingency plan that has been able to create success for the people that wanted to learn about what I want to do. So very soon there's going to be that interaction. And by the way, if you didn't know, check the link in my bio to come on board to have the podcast premium channel going for you, because there's going to be a lot I'm going to be talking about in this segment of the podcast premium. And it's not like I'm not going to be using my podcast, but it's more like there's going to be more and in-depth communication flow going through the speakers, because there's some topics I can't talk about in public like this, because I don't want no problems. I'm not here to cause any conspiracy theories. I'm just here to speak my mind. And sometimes when you speak it, some people just don't like what you're saying. So that's why I decided to curate it and give people a little bit more leisure and leeway to understand what I'm trying to say, and also get the opportunity to ask me questions. So if you have any questions about anything, I mean anything, career, lifestyle, books, music, what have I done in my past, what am I doing right now, all those good stuff, you can check it out and just click the link in my bio. It's not so hard. You're going to see a lot of options, but you will exactly know what I'm talking about. So I think at this point, if you guys have any questions right now, you can ask me, but you can always ask me whenever, because the platform is open now. So before I do go, because this was supposed to be an interactive session with Big Jungle, it was scheduled for 6:00, and he's somewhere. So I think what I love about spontaneous stuff is that I like to make the best out of nothing and just create something and just build it. So I'm barely on live anyways, and me being on live right now is simply because I wanted to fulfill that desire and that plan, which was to be on here and, join the circle. Speaking of Big Juggle, he's in here. So I can't wait to tell you guys more about him, because he has a lot to tell us about himself. I don't really know much, and the much I know is enough to give him the leeway to just build that disparity. So I want to go live with Big Jungle, and he's about to come on air. So you guys, please stay tuned. You see? You see? I didn't know what to expect. Oh my God. What's up, bro? I like your pictures in the background. That was a big entrance, by the way. Let me just start by saying that. One time. How you doing?
I'm maintaining, man. We're out here.
Maintaining. Tell me more.
Maintaining, man. Just working, doing what we do. Have some projects, drop some projects, have some new projects coming out. Just working, man.
That's what's up. What you working on right now?
Right now, I'm working on a song called The Black Man. So I'm shooting the video next weekend. I'm working on another song called Fight No More. Shooting the video next weekend. So I'm shooting 2 videos next weekend.
Nice. So tell me more about those 2 videos and concepts. What is the goal?
Well, The Black Man actually is a song I had that song since like 2014, 15. So it's actually a song that was one of those songs I did, but it wasn't really good for that time, for that period. So I just put it on the shelf. But this now, with what's going on right now with the COVID and the situation of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, and just African Americans. So I just said this is a nice time to actually put out the song and let the song be out there, so people understand what has been on my mind for a minute.
Yeah, speaking of songs, shout out to Yemi Konga. He just joined as well, and he also dropped an amazing song about the lifestyle that we're living today, and just raising the voice so that more people can know that we are here to stay, and there's so much good in the world that we shouldn't be looking towards the bad side. So the songs that are coming out by you, Yemi, and all these great artists out here in Atlanta too, it's building the trust, it's building that connection. So I want to know, and I want to actually ask you, what inspires your music? Like, give me a little bit of a history about what you've been doing with your music from the beginning.
Okay, a little bit about it. I mean, I started off and I am still audio engineer. That's how I really started off. So I went to A.G.E in Atlanta, left there in about 2010. Had had my own studio. Started intern in Atlanta. Interned at a couple of spots here and there. Penthouse Studios on Auburn Avenue. Silent Sounds, and a couple of other studios. But in school, one thing they told us in school is being an audio engineer is good, but don't just get stuck with just being just an audio engineer, because that's all you're going to end up being. You're just going to be that person you're either going to be a track engineer or a mix engineer. Either you're just going to be in the studio recording people come in there, you get the vibe. You know, you're recording so many people, so you're seeing so many aspects. You're doing rock, pop, R&B, but just don't get into the habit of just being just an engineer, because that's all you be. You can be a songwriter too. You can be an artist, be a manager, a publisher, producer, you know, so that you don't just get stuck in one lane. So that's how I kind of like transitioned from doing audio engineering to still, you know, being a songwriter. But at that time, I had an artist that I was working with, so he was more doing the music. I was more, you know, mixing and mastering and doing the business of it. But we kind of fell out, and I didn't have any other artists at that time. And, you know, I just decided to put out music, and people started filming the music, and that's how, you know, just kept it.
That's good. Speaking of music, your performance and your energy on the stage is unbelievable. It's big. And I remember the last Terracotta event we had before COVID, and you came over there and you actually shut the place down towards the end. I was like, okay, I see what you got, you know? So like right now, I know one thing that really led me to speaking to you the first time I met you sometime last year was because you're big with events, and especially in Atlanta, you know the spots that are popping, you know what's happening, you know where to go, you know where not to go. So right now that artists are suffering from the performance cut as far as being in terms of being out there with people, how do you merge and still stay relevant even though people are trying to do like online live, you know, performances? So what's that transition like for you as an artist, and where are you thinking about in the next few months from now after this?
The transition, to be honest, is new. You know, it's something we haven't done before, but it's just one of those things that, you know, you can still try and bring something good out of, especially if you've had good relationships, because in the industry it's all about good relationships, because, you know, you may not have really something going on, but somebody you know may have something going on online, you know, because everybody's doing everything online now, even the schools, the some studios are even doing things online. So if you have like a home studio, you can actually record your vocals and send it off to the engineer, and the engineer can still do it, and you can be online with him. So you can still do it virtually. So it's just, you know, you just have to stay busy, stay creative. That's the most important thing. You have to stay busy and stay creative, and just keep on looking out there, because there are a lot of things that people are doing individually. Like there was some page I came across. I think it's My Songs Wins. So what he does, he always has a little competition of different genres: indie, rock, rap. So when I came across this page, he didn't have Afrobeat, so I told him he should do an Afrobeat one too. And a lot of people had reached out to him, so he actually just did an Afrobeat one just like 2-3 weeks ago.
Wow.
And he keeps on going. So what he does is that you just go over there, and as long as your song is on Instagram, you know when you go on Instagram live, where you want to just do like a selfie, and you put the icons there, and you have the music icon where you can go to a store. As long as you can do that and your song is there, you just do a little video, put a little tag and send it to him, and he puts it on his page, and he has a competition of people going back and forth. So even with that too, you're still getting exposure, and you're still getting fans, and you're still being active. So it's just about being active and being creative, and just, you know, don't just look at it like, oh, nothing is going on, because it looks like even more is going on now, because people are online more. So the more you get creative, and the more you just find a way to just drive traffic. A lot of people are on their phones all day, every day. Even their work, they're still on their phones. You know, people are selling and having downloads and things even more than when we're outside. So it's just about being creative and accepting change. You know, being creative and accepting change at the same time.
Exactly. I like that. What are your plans for the next year? with music? Like, you have the videos coming, but what are you planning on doing with them as you progress through your career?
I mean, basically, it's all about marketing. You know, it's all about promotion. Having the product is one thing. You know, you can have a good beat, crazy beat, stupendous lyrics, perfect artist, superb video. But if you're not promoting it, then you're not doing anything, because you can only be as big as people you know. You know,
Yep.
I always tell people that you can't make it in the industry if the people you know are the ones buying your records or playing your records.
Right.
You can't make, no matter how many people do you know? Even though you know 10,000 people, even though 10,000 people go and download your music now, that's still nothing. Even though 10,000 people go and play your music on YouTube, that's nothing. So you still, the amount of money you're putting in there to do your production and your videos and all the money you're spending on the videos and all that, you should be willing to spend that amount on the promotion too.
Yep.
And the marketing and getting it out there to the right people to hear it. Because if people don't see it and hear it, no matter how good you think and how hot you are, you're just going to be hot within that little hemisphere that you are.
Yeah.
Because if it's a block, if it's within 10 blocks of flats that only people know your music, that's the only place it's going to be. And you have to get out of your comfort zone, meaning you have to get out of your circle. You have to go where people don't know you. You know, you have to send your music to where people haven't heard that type of music before.
Yeah.
People that don't know you. And the good thing about it is that you're going to get 100% true feedback.
That's
whether
true.
they like the music or not, you know.
Yeah.
The good thing with that too is that they're not gonna give you halfway. If they like it, they like it. They're not gonna use on because we know him or we've been seeing him around. You know, when they know you, they're not gonna give you that full attention. They
Yeah.
just give you a little bit because they know you.
Yeah.
You know, but people that don't know you are gonna if they fuck with it, they fuck with it. If they don't fuck with it, they don't fuck with it.
Exactly.
You know, so you just have to get out there and just keep being out there. The internet is bigger than outside. So
That's a fact.
people are just I'm trying to be up there. You know, try and get your music overseas too. You know.
Yeah.
You know, get some licensing going on, and just keep pushing.
Exactly. Yeah. Definitely, I would like you to tell the people who probably don't know where to put their money in production, because they'll be like, oh, I have to pay for a beat, now I have to pay for production, I have to pay for mastering, now I have to pay for promotion. If somebody's really serious about their business and about their music career, what are the things that they need to focus on so that they don't get overwhelmed?
First of all, you have to ask yourself why you're doing the music. You know, there are two reasons. You could be doing it because you like it. In fact, there are three. You could be doing it because you just like it. So it's just something you do. You could be doing it because it's a hobby, or you could be doing it because you're really serious about it. So those are the three places. It normally transitions. Or someone can just jump to straight serious, or someone could just be messing around.
Yeah.
But if you're just messing around, I mean, to just see you get yourself a little laptop. You know, get some programs on there where you can actually start by just recording yourself first,
Yeah.
you know, so you can understand it. If it's a hobby for you, you probably maybe have a laptop or have a Mac book or something going on since you're even interested in the first place. So get you a microphone, you know, not too expensive. Go online or go to Guitar
Yeah.
Center, condenser mic or something. Get you a program, either it's Pro Tools or Reason or whatever you're using. If you want, you can go and buy a brand new. You don't have to. There are people who can actually get you the Pro Tools and just come and, you know, use theirs and come and put it on your computer, and you pay them $40-$50 or whatever.
Right.
So get all that going. You know, then when it comes to beats, you know, like I tell folks, in this industry, you don't need $1 million studio to create $1 million track.
Nope.
You know, you just need to know what you're doing with what you're using.
Exactly.
Folks have created hit records on GarageBand. You know, so if you're a producer, get you the laptops now. They come with the Apples come with the GarageBand.
Yeah. Even Logic.
Yeah, Logic, all that. Just get all that if you can. And then once you do that, when it comes to beats, like I don't go looking for producers who standard where you have to pay, and even if they're not going to charge you the amount that they charge them Jay-Z, but you're still going to have to pay for those beats.
Of course.
You know? So right now you have a lot of producers too who are online giving free beats. You know, go online, go on YouTube. You'll be surprised some of my beats are from YouTube. Just go on YouTube, put in the category you want. If it's Afro beats, if it's whatever, put it in. It's there. You know, go through them, get those, mess with those type of producers. Some producers may give you $25 a beat. Some of them is like, okay, lease a beat for $25.
Yep.
So if you hear a beat that you like now, you know, it's either you're going to lease that beat and just record the song and see whether you like the song. See how you gravitate towards the song. Is it a song you feel like you want to invest in or you're sure of? You know, but some artists like me, if I hear a beat and I like it, I'm going to buy it because I know I'm going to use that beat.
Right.
I'm not going to lease because you can lease, which is $25. But that lease beat, other people still have that beat. You know, then I think there's $50 where they're now going to give you, apart from the MP3 and the wave, they'll give you the MP3 and the wave. Then if you really want the beat, I think it's like $150 for you to get the full track out. But if you want to buy the beat outrightly, you have to speak to the producer. So just source beats where it's not too expensive.
Exactly.
You know, so you're not basically don't put pressure on yourself. You don't have to put too much pressure on yourself.
Yeah, exactly. One thing I've learned is if you don't feel your music,
you're not spending that much.
Yep.
You know, you're not spending that much, but you know, and have you somewhere you can record. Like if you can, like I say, if you can get your laptop, get your little program, get your little interface, your monitors, your mic. You'd be surprised. At least you can record in your house. You have somewhere when you have the urge to record, you can record the music immediately.
Exactly.
So go to a studio. Even if you're going to a studio, look for someone who has maybe like a home studio or a personal studio where you can still go there and it'll be like, okay, $35 an hour, anywhere from 35, between 25 to 35.
You're good.
Some people may ask you 40 at the most, you know.
Right.
But don't just go to a studio downtown and be like, oh, I want to record. You go in there, they say it's 80, 90, 100, $150 an hour and you're not ready because you've never been in a studio before. You know, you don't know what to expect. If you go to a studio like that, it's time.
That's it.
You count at a certain time, at the end of the time, it's done. If you haven't done what you want to do, you're going to have to pay more money. So find people around. There are always people around who are coming up. You know, you can even go to the schools. They have the SAEs and all the schools. You can go hook up there. Most of those people in school have home studios.
Yep.
Where some of them will even record you for free because they're in school. So they want to use it as a project. They're learning as well. So everybody in turn is helping everybody.
Right.
Before you know it now, you have somewhere that you may even be recording for free because if he likes what you're doing, he'll be like, okay, look, I just want to use it as a project. Come through anytime you want to record. Boom. Like that. And then you start learning and start meeting other people and speaking to speak and talking to talk.
Exactly.
And boom, you're in the industry.
Yep.
That's it. But don't put pressure on yourself like, oh, I have to look a certain way, or I have to bring out this image, you know, because this is an industry that if you want to live it by image,
you'll pay for that image.
you'll pay for the image. So why
Yeah.
live by image when you can just, you know, do the work and let the work speak for you, and eventually you're gonna get to where you want to get to.
Exactly. Like that's just facts, because that's the same thing I've gone through. I've had a situation when I recorded studio time, and the day I finished, this was back in 2009, I was doing the whole studio lifestyle thing, and then somebody broke into the studio and stole all the equipment, so I lost my music, you know. So think about that. And then another time, fast forward 10 years later, not 10, actually about 5 years later, I now went to the studio, and somebody, actually a friend, I paid everything, and the files, I was trying to mix all the files, and all the files were clipping. So all my files were destroyed. That's what made me to buy this microphone, and I've been using this for 5 years now. So it tells me that, you know, you have to be self-motivated. Sometimes you have to go through some bad stuff to understand what you really earn or what you really are. So that's what has given me that confidence to build till today. And now there are songs that are on Apple Music because I had a microphone, not because I went to somebody to pay for this or that, but because I decided to take the music and the process, with my whole heart and say, okay, if I need to learn this thing, let me learn it by myself, or let me let someone teach me, or let me go online, because the world is so big now that you can easily type in how to make music and you can get the best information out there. There are ebooks, there's Amazon books, there's YouTube. Literally,
How do I just type it in YouTube?
you will get it.
You will get it.
You will get it.
Take the time and watch the video.
Exactly.
Watch the
Right.
You have to. And another thing, one thing you should always remember, once you're recording or once you're going to another studio to record, with be it professional or somebody, make sure you have a flash drive and tell them, give me my session.
Yep.
Let me get my session.
Today.
That's just as important as when you're in a session, Apple save or save your session.
Yeah.
So if the computer crashes, you rather you can pull the session out.
Exactly.
Let me get my session, because something may happen. The studio may be, like you said, the studio gets broken into, fire, or even as much as being petty as in the person who recorded you just doesn't want to give you the session.
And it's happening.
It's happening. So something goes on here back and forth, and the dude is like, I ain't got the session.
Mm-hmm.
There,
Exactly.
that session that you recorded, that means you have to now go
Back.
and record the whole session, which is cool, but it's not sweet.
Nope. At all. Yeah.
Always ask for your session. Always ask for your session. It's
Exactly.
for some people, they're too excited. Oh, it makes it down. Oh, let me just give me the beat. Let me go and listen to it. And tomorrow you come back, they're like, oh, really? Oh, that dude, man, he took his instrument. I don't know where he is no more. You're like, wow.
Right. Exactly. Once you own your masters and you own your production and distribution, then you're in charge of your creative control. Because when you start signing papers and start saying, I want to get signed because you want to be like DeVito or you want to be like Jay-Z or Drake, those guys had to pay their sacrifices because they knew that they had to learn the business. Not everybody goes in with a business mindset. You think, oh, I'm going to sign a contract and get advance money. That advance money is not your money. That money is supposed to be paid back with your first record or your first sale or your first merchandise or your first tour. So if you can't meet up to that, you're in debt. You're on deficit. You're becoming a non-musician, like you just go back to where you came from. So you got to be careful.
And in fairness to getting signed, if you get signed and they give you an advance, let's say they get signed, they give you an advance as big as, think of the biggest advance. They give you 2 million, they give you 5 million. That's all well and good.
Right.
It's how you spend that 5 million that's the most important thing. It's how you spend it, because there's some folks that they'll give them that advance of 5 million, but because of the machine that they have running already, they really don't need to spend that much. So they could even go keep 4.5 million somewhere and be like, look, man, this is advance money. This is not my money. So that when shit start popping off and they'll be like, oh, we need to pay for this, or we have to pay for that.
Right.
Oh, I still got that 4.5 million. You want it?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I still got 4.5 here.
Exactly.
Here it is. Okay, what you talking now? Let me get my shit.
Exactly.
9 times out of 10, they know if they give you that 5 million, they know because of your mentality. The first thing you're gonna do, oh man, I need to get me that new Lamborghini. I need to get me that $500,000 crib. I need to get jewelry at least 500,000. Blah 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 blah. This I need to do this. I need my Gucci, my Rucci, my Gucci, my sushi, my Ruy, all that shit, jewelry, all that.
You don't need that.
You're 5 billion. You haven't even done studio time. You haven't even bought beats. You haven't even done anything. And now you're all here, all iced out. Okay.
Now you're balling.
Now you have to go and buy the beats, mix it, tour, and most importantly, you have to sell. You have to sell.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's all mathematics. It's all about numbers,
Yep.
I just realized just a couple of days ago, like life is all about numbers. How much can you multiply and subtract and divide, and life is about numbers. So I mean, giving you that is cool. Just make sure you read through. Your masters is yours and all that. But like you see what we were talking about earlier, once you have that mentality of knowing how to hustle,
Right.
how to get your music, how to get it mixed, how to do all this, and you're actually on the music, because you tend to find out some people who sell the most don't even have to pose the most.
Nope. That's true.
Some people who sell the most, they don't have to pose the most.
Yep.
But the ones that pose the most, their whole concept now is about, how much more can I this? How much more can I that? It's not about how much can I sell now. You're
Right.
trying to meet up physically, with the physical, with the appearance, with the chicks, with the glamour, with the glitz. People who really sold records, man, some of them don't even wear jewelry.
Nope. They don't need it.
What they sell is the music. The music is once you have that music going and that music is thumping, you know what I'm saying?
You'll be good.
It's just the mathematics of things.
Yeah.
You give me that $5 million, trust me, 4.5 is sitting somewhere.
Definitely.
4.5 million is sitting down somewhere, just breathing.
Somewhere pretty.
Make money off that 4.5.
Exactly.
I'll invest the 4.5 somewhere to sit. For the money, I'll give you the 4.5.
Yep.
But I still make maybe like $1 million off that 4.5.
Exactly. Right.
It's just like you go to rent a car. They want you to default. You go get a house. They want you to default on the house so they can come get the house. Music business is the same. They give you that money, so they want you to fuck it up. So you always been in debt. So they got you by the ball.
You got to be smarter.
That's just what it is.
Yep.
It's just business.
It is business. Strictly.
That's what I was saying, man. Just learn the business. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Listen, be a sponge. There's always so much free game being tossed around these days.
Mm-hmm.
So just once you get that free game, just check people's past experiences, see what they've been through. So you just learn from that. I mean, look at Drake. Drake ain't no fool. Drake is not no fool, man. Don't get that shit twisted.
Nope.
Don't get that shit twisted. That guy studied the game like a scientist. That's why he's where he's at.
Exactly. Studying. You got to understand the process.
He studied the game like a scientist. Stood beside the best. Opened up his mind. Made sure his rap was on point. Did a lot of new shit. Very innovative. That's just it. You gotta give that credit where it's due.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you've never heard anything like, he doesn't want his masters, or he's being jerked around, or blah 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 blah. You don't hear none of that shit. You just hear him excelling because he studied the game, made sure, and then his people are part Jewish, so you ain't gonna stick him. Sorry.
He knows his numbers.
Those people, they know 1, 2, 3, 4.
They come back. Yeah. But most definitely, this has been enlightening. I've really learned a lot, and I hope the listeners and people that have been viewing online have enjoyed. If you have any questions, please click the link in my bio and ask the question. You can also follow Big Jungle. Let him know what you got going on, because he has a lot of insight, and this is like the OG. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta pay respect where it's due.
Man, this is what we do, man. This is what we do. We've been doing this shit for so long. The thing about it is that when we started doing it, it was more like, man, are you crazy? You're gonna do that? You know what I'm saying? It
Right.
It wasn't looked at how it was now, but we knew that eventually this is where it's gonna end up. So just stay fast and stay steady.
Exactly.
We've been doing this shit for so long that regardless of whatever turn we take, I mean, we're still learning. Don't get it twisted. I'm still learning as I'm going, but just learn the business. That's your most important tool. Once you learn the business, you can't be jerked.
Nope.
It's going to be very hard for them to jerk you. I'm not saying I can't get jerked now, but you gotta just open your eyes. Just learn the business. honest.
Yeah.
Keep doing the music. Do it because you love it. Only make moves when your heart's in it. And don't let money not be like the motive. If money is the motive, then you're gonna make wrong decisions.
Exactly, because you'll be chasing the wrong things.
Yeah, you're chasing the wrong thing. You have to chase the craft first, then the craft will bring the money. But if you chase the money, then you don't have the craft.
What would the crowd chase? What would the crowd chase if you're chasing the Exactly, right.
What you do for the craft will bring that money to you.
Exactly.
That's the goal at the end of the day.
You got to give back.
Do it and make it timeless.
Yeah.
And another thing, one last thing I would say, especially when it comes to the songs, songs. There's a mechanics behind it. You gotta up your content.
Yep.
Your content, your storyline telling. Because that's what it is. If you're not telling a story, then you're pointing out an issue.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, if you're not telling a story, you're pointing out an issue.
I like that one.
You're discussing something you heard or saw. That's why they say songwriters are like storytellers. It's either something that's been through you've seen, or somebody, maybe one of your minds went through, or something you heard on the news, or just something you're just thinking about. But just think about it, and once you put it on that aspect, you challenge yourself that every song you make has to have some type of meaning.
Yeah.
Some type of effect. That's why there's some people, once they drop a record, everybody wants to hear what that record is going to be about, because they know that, wow, even though we can dance to it, there's going to be some level of mechanics in that record.
Facts.
That's why I go with that timeless shit. I want to do shit that regardless, even if it's dancing or I'm telling us, there's something that eventually you'll be like, remember that shit? What's that shit, man? Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit. I like that.
Right.
You hear that, you know that they're trying to remember it because they know that shit was hot. They don't know what the name is.
Right.
That shit was hot, and that's when they'll now go into who.
They'll be like, what is going on? Yeah, then you go to TikTok.
Yeah, that's the type of shit once you put your mind to it, even if it's strip club type shit, the mechanics of the music and the way you write it is gonna be like, okay, yeah, it's still strip club, but is that real hard strip club type shit? Is that one that, regardless of how many years have gone by, strip club will still be playing that particular song? There's some old songs that strip club folks still play because they know once they play that tune, and niggas in here got money, the way these bitches gonna shake their ass, they gonna spend that money. Even if you don't want to spend that money, nigga,
It's a mechanism. Right.
you nigga, if you're in there, you spend that money because of the way the chicks is throwing their ass. You gonna be like, man, I want to live that. You want to live that 2 minutes. You want to live that life. So yeah, give me this.
Right.
Let me just feel it because I can remember that feeling of that time.
It's an emotion.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'll just end it on that. You know what I mean?
That's a good one.
Timeless with it, man.
That's a strong one. Timeless music is always going to make your money back. I can't say it any better than that.
Timeless music. You already said it.
Exactly. Wow, this has been great. I really appreciate your time. It's been a long week. We've been trying to make this happen, but we finally made it, and I really appreciate you for your time today. Most definitely. No doubt.
So regardless, anybody just follow me. You know what I'm saying? We got Shakon has a new song that just came out. That song is doing so good. I was like, okay, put it out, but I didn't know it was gonna do so good. That shit's been going so nice. It's called Everything Nice. Go check it out. I got my love out there. Black Man is coming.
Hey.
Don is coming. We just coming.
Oh shit.
We coming.
I like that. Exactly. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate your time, and definitely we're going to check you out later, and we're going to work it out. One love.
One love, baby.
Yeah.
Bye.
You guys have heard it. It's literally the best news you can ever hear today. So Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining. And I just wish you guys learned a lot about artists, business, music business, marketing, and all those things are going to come to you in your favor. So stay tuned, stay blessed, stay strapped, and stay masked on. Take care.